That's what Brandon does 8 hours a day is video. Yeah.
You can always cut it short. He's like, dude, I'm here like 12, 14 hours. He's like, who the hell works 8 hours?
It's only a half day.
Right.
Want to have lenders that I can say, I work with them all the time. They're going to give you the best rate. They're going to work with you if you need, you have limited funds. They're going to help you with an appraisal fee, or they're going to find ways to make the deal happen for you to get this house that you want. Somebody that I know and trust and can say, I'm going to give them your name, your info. They're going to do right by you. So that's kind of simple.
Yeah.
But do you feel like you need 3 to do that?
I don't think I need 3.
Yeah, okay,
I think
good.
I want to have my go-to ones, but I want to have 3 different people if I go, you know what, their personality is not going to mesh with, I have like a younger client that his personality doesn't really mesh with the lender that I have now, just because he's younger and she's older. So,
Yep.
I want to be able to.
I think that's important. I mean, you know that up front because you're dealing with that that client, and you kind of can gauge their level of communication, how they like to communicate, because not everybody communicates the exact same way, right? A lot of it's in how you deliver the communication, because I can say something the same way that somebody else can, but my delivery might be in a way that they're like, oh, they respond better to their delivery. We're saying the same thing, but it is about delivery. And so we talk about, like, and if you follow me, and you hear these things all the time, but it's the same thing. It's really simple. We're in the feel and experience business, right? I don't care if it's $60,000 or $10 million. I don't care if it's an 18-year-old person or a 75-year-old person. I had an 89-year-old person we did a loan for. It's all about feel and experience. If they feel great, then they have a great experience.
So what is it that brought you in? I mean, obviously the video.
For me, I knew that I wanted to do quarterly homebuyer events. I want them to be fun, lively, interactive. I don't want to bore people to death. And also I knew that my goal was to do video marketing. So I've got my setup at home, but I've never even tried. I'm like, it's like paralysis for me right now.
Whatever I'm going to talk to you about, or we talk about video marketing, and whatever I share is just stuff that I'm actually doing and learning through my entire process. Because you see, we got cameras all over the place.
Yes.
We do video all day, every day. So
That's what Brandon does 8 hours a day is video.
you can always cut it short. He's like, dude, I'm here like 12, 14 hours. He's like, who the hell works 8 hours?
It's only a half day.
Right.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. So a lot of my stuff would just be throw the camera up and let's go, right? That's what you have to get the most comfortable with, which may be where you're most uncomfortable, right? So if you watch a lot of my stuff, I talk about like my journey, and where I went to in the very, very beginning was, what was I most uncomfortable with? I wasn't comfortable being in front of a camera. I didn't know how to be in front of a camera. It was just, it wasn't natural. Definitely wasn't natural to have somebody follow me around, right? And always be with me. I'm with him now more than I'm with like my wife and my kids. Right. We have that kind of ping pong match back and forth on what we do and how we do things and what we say and stuff like that. I can't say I'm 100% comfortable every time I all of a sudden going to throw up a camera and start talking. But what's helped me get really comfortable is I just stay in my lane and talk about the things that I know, and I don't try to get too far out there because I don't really know it, and so why does anybody really care what I have to say about that? So if we're going to be talking, something around mortgage finance, investment properties, entrepreneurship, working with your spouse, sports and business, because I played sports, and how I use sports in my business from a mindset stuff. Those kind of things, you just turn it around and I can start going, right? So you have to find kind of that place for you and what you're really, really comfortable with. And then I think turning around that camera will be really easy. Because you'll see a lot of my stuff in there as well about mindset and positivity and energy and those types of things. Because those are things that attract people to you regardless of what it is that you do. And if they really are attracted to what you do, what you say, how you say things, then over time they start to realize, oh, she's in real estate, or oh, he's in mortgage. And then you have opportunities
Right.
to earn business that way,
Right.
right? But you lead with, you lead with the things that other people are wanting more so than what you're wanting.
Right.
A lot of it is, educate, 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 give, and it can be positive. It can be, that kind of energy. And hopefully all of a sudden something connects and they're like, hey, you do mortgages. Yeah, done it for 22 years. How can I serve you? Well, you also have to get really good because if you're committed to giving, right? Serving and giving, give. You got to be really good at asking.
Right. I suck at asking.
Right.
But I'm learning.
Okay,
You
so
get taken advantage of if you don't.
yeah,
Yes.
and it's the same thing.
Yeah.
This is the same thing on our end, right? I mean, we get, not that we get taken advantage of, but we do a lot of stuff for people. And, they're like, well, you never asked us for business. Golly,
Yeah.
dang it. I just thought it would become natural. And sometimes it does. A lot of times it doesn't. So you have to get really comfortable saying, hey, we've given.
Right.
Is it time for us to receive?
Exactly.
Right? And you'll find that people are a lot more like, yeah, I don't even know why I didn't think about
Yeah,
that. We just
exactly.
got so used to you giving, we never thought about
Yep.
giving back.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Oh,
You look nice, man. You're sharp.
oh.